Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Captain Kirk's 10 Best Star Trek Fight Scenes. From the drop kick to the human projectile to the full Kirk fu, there's only one Star Trek captain with all the moves, Captain James T. Kirk. Widely respected for his imaginative ability to find solutions to unwinnable scenarios in Star Trek, Captain James T. Kirk, William Shatner, is known for his distinctive hand-to-hand combat style and legendary fight moves. From sharp double shoulder chops to high-flying air kicks, sword fighting with Klingons, and launching himself at a target as a projectile, Kirk's iconic actions are undeniably exciting, if occasionally slightly cumbersome, and unexpectedly effective against space foes. Throughout the U.S. Enterprise's initial 5-year mission, first airing in September 1966, Star Trek brought the promise of peace to the universe and hope for a better world, promoting the ideals of harmony, diversity, and resolution over those of conflict, division, and violence. Trained for diplomacy and leading Starfleet's flagship into the great unknown, Captain Kirk demonstrates the various skills and mastered disciplines that forge the template for all subsequent Starfleet captains. That said, Captain Kirk is not above using combat to achieve his aims, and he's thrown down with the best of them. Here are his best fight scenes. Kirk vs. Gary Mitchell, Star Trek TOS Season 1, Episode 3. Where no man has gone before. On Star Trek's second pilot, Kirk is faced with a personal dilemma when one of his closest friends and bridge officers, Lieutenant Gary Mitchell, Gary Lockwood, begins to exhibit strange powers that threaten the safety of his ship and the crew of the U.S. Enterprise. Ultimately, he realizes he has little choice but to abandon Mitchell on Delta Vega, a desolate mining planet. On the planet's surface, Kirk fights with Mitchell but cannot counter his rapidly growing powers. With the help of a phaser rifle and Dr. Elizabeth Denner, Sally Kellerman, who has also begun to exhibit the same powers, Kirk defeats Mitchell and returns to the Enterprise alone. Interestingly, in the Star Trek saga, From One Generation to the Next, creator Gene Roddenberry credits this scene as the reason NBC picked up Star Trek. Kirk vs. Finnegan, Star Trek, TOS Season 1, Episode 15, Shore Leave. The Enterprise orbits a picturesque, apparently uninhabited planet that seems ideal for the ship's exhausted crew and captain. Still, Kirk must investigate the planet's strange mysteries when the landing party's members report unusual sightings, including a small blonde girl and a large white rabbit carrying a pocket watch. During his search, Kirk is confronted by his mischievous nemesis Finnegan, Bruce Mars, a bully and fellow Academy cadet. As Finnegan resumes his taunting, and the threat level to the landing party increases to deadly, Kirk becomes engaged in one of Star Trek's longest fight sequences. Kirk's defeat of Finnegan leads him and Spock to understand what is happening and why. Kirk vs. the Shana, Star Trek TOS Season 2, Episode 16, The Gavesters of Triskelion. While attempting to use the transporter, Kirk, Lieutenant Nura, Nichelle Nichols, and Ensign Chekhov, Walter Koenig, are instead brought to an unknown, remote planet to become thralls, unwilling gladiator-style fighters for the gambling-based entertainment of the planet's providers. As the Enterprise searches for their missing crew members, the 3 officers are trained for combat by drill thralls and ultimately purchased by one of the providers. Later, Kirk challenges the providers to a wager directly, pitching the Enterprise crew against the liberty of all thralls. Using his practiced fighting style, Kirk takes out 2 opponents and injures a third, characteristically showing mercy while gaining the freedom and independence of those oppressed. Thanks for watching.